The mention of artificial intelligence is drawing boos at some graduation ceremonies this year, whether it's business leaders and tech executives delivering speeches with references to the technology, or in one case, an AI glitch disrupting a commencement in Arizona.
Here's what's happening. We're using a new AI system as our reader. Yep. Yep. So that is a lesson learned for us.
That reaction may reflect something deeper, anxiety about what comes next. As companies lean more on AI to cut costs, many new grads are questioning where they fit in. A recent survey by Monster's 2026 Graduate AI Readiness Report found nearly 9 in 10 new grads worry AI or automation could replace entry-level roles. I spoke with entrepreneur and best-selling author Dr. Forbes Riley, known as the Queen of the Pitch, about how graduates can stand out and sell themselves in an AI-driven job market.
Being human is the ultimate differential. Anybody can write a resume now with AI. Anyone can do a lot of things, but they can't be human. They can't look each other in the eye and motivate other people, have a level of heart. And you want a job that's not going to be replaceable. I mean, let's get real. This is coming. Do not be like your grandparents who sat there with their horse and buggy and going, I don't believe in that car thing. Yeah, it's coming whether we want it or not, and it's coming fast, but it's taking a lot of very menial jobs or research jobs. There are things that are not replaceable. And if I were you in the job market right now, I would seek to find what those are, but I would also learn how to master your pitch so you become irreplaceable.
All right, let's talk about that, because there are certain lines that you point to that scream AI wrote this. There are other ones that have that human touch. Can you give us some examples?
Well, the I am, I help, if I see dashes in between, I know an AI wrote it. And even if you're trying to fool your interviewer, how about a couple of things that, again, I go back to this word pitch, and I'm going to tell you the reason I'm going to keep pointing to this is this book works. Every word, every letter is a word. And the words start out with attitude. I'm going to tell you, the moment you walk in, how are you dressed? How's your attitude? Because there's nothing worse than going, oh, you're just like everyone else in your generation. Stop using filler words like, you know, basically, and actually. Because actually, basically, I just graduated, you know, and I was really top of my, you do that and you're dead in the water. There's not a senior person who wants to deal with that, but it's running rampant everywhere in vocabulary. The next thing is have what I call the sense of ease, excitement, engage, and enroll. You have to have a level of energy. I'm interviewing a lot of people and I get this droll, hi, I'm here because I graduated top of my, what? Hello? There's a variation in your letters and your words and your tone. And the funny thing is you may have graduated with a piece of paper and a degree in whatever, like I did in poli-sci. Never got me a job, just to be clear. But you know what did? Studying an acting class, taking improv, understanding how to really listen when somebody's saying something to you, understanding how to do research. R literally in this book is research, because I don't do it the way other people do. It's not a staid, computer-driven analysis. Your heart and your humanity goes a lot further than you realize, but you got to dig deep.
There's definitely a great source of anxiety with this new graduating class. We're seeing that manifested in these commencement speeches that a lot of CEOs are making, and they're referencing AI and getting booed. And I'm wondering from your perspective what that speaks to about that anxiety out there.
Well, my question is, what are we booing? You know, I've had a very unique sense. I couldn't wait to get to college. I was the first college graduate from my family, and that was the big focus. They didn't focus on the job after. They only focused on the education, and I was left with a 6-figure debt that took me a lifetime to pay off. And I was like, maybe that's challenging. My daughter's not going to college, and she made her first million at 18, and she's a CEO with a TEDx talk. My son he's balancing both because his dad made him go to college. Here's my question. I'm going to question the institution right now, and maybe that's disruptive. But I'm going to tell you, don't boo the CEOs. They are your future. And if what they're telling you is real, again, I go back to if your grandmother was sitting in the audience with our horse and buggy, and she's booing Henry Ford, we don't want cars, they're not the future. Where did that leave them? So I'm going to tell you that you need to embrace what's going on, leverage to make it work for yourself, and enjoy the only life that you have been given, in a wonderful way. I mean, I'm all about creating love, and the only thing I know AI can't really do is reach out and give you a hug, tell you you're wonderful, and kiss you goodnight.
I love the message of humanity and passion that you're bringing here. To play devil's advocate, I feel that it's coming so fast and so quick for these grads that they're just trying to whoa, I may be going down a path and educating myself on a topic that may be controlled by robots in a matter of years. Does that
So
make
do I get booed if I agree with that? I really do think that you're learning things. You know, I'm hoping that our doctors and lawyers are still have jobs and engineers, but I'm going to tell you, AI can outthink us. It's a very, but if you can think it's frightening, because frightening doesn't help your anxiety level. What you want to do is step back and go, okay, if this is the scenario, how do I fit into it? Do I fit into it? Do I need to move to Bali and go live on a beach? I'm honestly a little afraid for our graduates because I think they've been sold a bill of goods. I know I was. Do you remember when people were protesting in New York City in the park going, we were told we get jobs out of school? Well, no, we were never told. What we were told by big institutions is that we were told to pay six figures, get heavily in debt, and then work it off for the rest of our lives. I think that's going to be the death of those institutions if they keep going down that road and not prepare people for living. I hear this every day, Jay. I get people who've been spit out of the system, or I get people, moms, who have lost a husband, and now they're like, I have to join the job market. They're 40 and 50. I'm going to tell them, you won't get a job. They don't want us. They don't want women over a certain age. So you get to make your own world. And that is what I'm teaching, preaching, and I'm whole locking arms, because nobody should go hungry. That you can't afford to feed your kids. Not in today's world. People are printing money at the top, and it's not by getting a job. And I know that's probably very radical, but that's my stand.